Hello, welcome back to my channel, Mel Stampin' Gallery. I'm Melanie, and today it is time for a mystery envelope challenge. And this month the challenge comes to us from Cami over at Crafting with Cami. She says it's June. For June's mystery envelope challenge, I've included some acrylic white stars, 2 strips of pattern paper from my stash, a 6x6 piece of raspberry cardstock, and a little dog hair. Bonus points if you include this. I don't think I'm going to be including the dog hair, Cami. Sorry about that. Then the challenge is to use what you can of these products to create a card or scrapbook layout along with anything else in your stash. And here's the twist. You must include a Cricut image. This could be a title, sentiment, embellishment. It just needs to be made with the Cricut. Happy crafting, Cami. All right, Cami, challenge accepted. So she sent us these beautiful papers, raspberry colored, and the coordinate cardstock, and I went into my stash and I found some of these papers that I thought went along with that quite nicely. And the reason I wanted the yellow is because of my Cricut title. I found this on Cricut and I cut it all out, and it's the Eclipse 2024 title for my pictures, which are right here. All right, so I did not have many pictures. There was just my husband and I sitting in the front yard, along with a lot of the neighbors were out and about for the day of the eclipse. And then my son-in-law sent us this picture of them sitting in their backyard, and my daughter and the girls looking up at the sun with their special glasses on, of course. And then I tried taking pictures, but of course without the special lens it didn't work that well. And then this I printed off the internet, just a picture of the totality, and we live right in the center of that totality, so it was a pretty cool experience. So this is what I am using to scrapbook today. So I'm going to clear this away and bring in my Versamat, and let's get started. I've done a little prep work to my background page, and I've decided that this is going to be a double page layout, even though I don't have a whole lot of pictures. The way I was laying out my paper though, with one page, most of the pretty background paper was going to get covered up. So right now I've got my big title here. I've got these strips of different patterns of cardstock, and here's this one of the strips that Cami sent us in that like raspberry color. And the sketch that I'm following called for these strips, and it called for a strip here of 3/4 of an inch. I thought it would be fun to actually stamp that, kind of make my own pattern paper. Let's see, I'm going to use this stamp that I got from the Tune In set, and here's the shapes here, and I thought that just, and one of the reasons I thought about this stamp set was because I'm planning on using this print and cut image that I got from my Cricut, and it had those diamond kind of shapes on it, and I thought, oh wait a minute, I have this stamp set, that would be perfect. So I'm going to, let's see, scoot this over a little bit. Let's see, let's bring in our Stampin' Pierce mat so I can stamp on that. And I'm going to use 3 different colors. I decided to use my Journey, Lemonade, and the Wild Berry. And I'll stamp those randomly in the 3 different colors. So let's see, let's start with the Wild Berry. And just ink it up and just keep stamping all along. Okay, we'll just clean that off, spray it up. I like using this scrubber because it really gets in all those nooks and crannies and gets everything nice and clean. All right, so let's bring in another color. Probably should have started with the lightest color first. Aren't you supposed to do that? Well, I didn't, so that's okay. We got Wild Berry. Let's go to the Journey next then. Let's fill in some Journey. And just randomly stamp. And be sure to leave room for my Lemonade color. All right, so let's clean this one off. And then pick up the Lemonade and do that next. Let's stamp and make sure it's clean. It is. All right, and there's my own pattern paper. Now I need one for the other side, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. So that little strip is done and adhered, and I've got to do the other side yet. But then I remembered I have this stamp set from close to my heart. It's the Are We There Yet Borders stamp set, and it had this sun with a scallop die cut, and I think that will be perfect to put a border down here and a sun peeking out from this strip here. And if I use my lemonade again, let's see, I am going to flip over my Versamat though, because this is a larger piece that I am stamping. And I'm going to go ahead and use the lemonade and just make a border along the top and the bottom with the lemonade. And I'll stop and I'll stamp off the paper. And being very careful not to rock it. Okay, and then I need to do the top. So I've brought both of the pages back in so we can kind of see where we are with this right now. Let's see, the pictures are laid out. Let's see, the title's going to go here, and I've got these two embellishments according to Cammie's directions for a print and cut from my Cricut. And then I've got this empty space here, and I really like this TV set from that tune-in TV set that I just showed you, and I thought, I think I'm going to stamp that on the peach pie cardstock to bring out some of the orange here, which then means, of course, I'm going to have to put some up here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all that, but I like the way that TV set is looking there. And then it's got the cute little antennas that I'll probably put there, because this eclipse, the news of the eclipse, as you may or may not know, was all over the country. So it kind of, a lot of stations were just on all day about it. It was really kind of cool. I don't know if you had a chance to see the eclipse where you live, but it definitely was a once-in-a-lifetime event. So that's why I thought the TV kind of went along with the theme. So I'm going to try and cut that out with the peach pie and see how that looks. Okay, so the TV, here we are. I actually stamped that on the white cardstock and then with the re-inker colored it in with a water brush with the pumpkin pie. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down with my Tombow liquid adhesive down here on the corner. I cut the antenna, excuse me, I can't talk today, the antenna just out of some basic gray cardstock, and I'll just put that up here. So do you live somewhere where you were able to see the eclipse? And if you did, what did you think about it? And then a couple months, maybe not even a month later, we had the Northern Lights. I did miss that one. But were you able to see any of the eclipse or the Northern Lights or anything like that? And what did you think about it? And where do you live? Were you in the path of totality? I think it was so cool for my young grandchildren to be home from school. All the schools were off that day, and I think it was so cool for them to be off school so that they could be home with mom and dad to witness it from the comfort of their own home, their own backyard. So it's quite an experience. All right, I'm just going around now and I'm taking my pickup tool, and I've got a bunch of the different shapes cut out from that tune-in set that I just placed around the page, and I'm just putting it down with some liquid adhesive. And let's see, there's this other piece from the tune-in set that are these bars, parallel bars, and I cut them out of different colors of cardstock that coordinate. All right. And to get them in the right space, I used the template here as kind of a stencil, or the negative image and the positive image. Then I fit them back in, pick it up with some low-tack tape, flip it over, and then I can put some adhesive on the back here. And I'm going to put this inside the TV screen over here. All right, so let's take the words newsflash and stamp that in black on the white, and I'll just fussy cut that out straight across, and we'll put that across the TV screen. I think that'll look cool. So I'm just using my black, my intense black, and we'll cut that out. So I hope if you're enjoying this video, you take a minute to please go ahead and give that a thumbs up and a like. Don't forget you can find all the links to everything down below in the description box. And down below, take a minute to also sign up for my newsletter, something I've started this month to try to get out a monthly newsletter. So there is a link for you down below where you can sign up for that directly, and then I will be able to send you information about all the upcoming specials and things going on with Stampin' Up! And things that I might have going on myself. All right, let's see, there's just a couple more little things. Cami had included some of these acrylic dots, or stars actually, and to adhere that kind of stuff on, I like to use my glue dots. So I'm just going to put the acrylic star on the glue dot and lift it up and put it on the page where I want it. Here's another little one here. And hang tight just a minute. As soon as I'm done right here, I am going to bring in a card to show you that my ladies at Card Club made with me last night. If you are local to the area, once a month I do have a card club where the ladies come, and I have just 2 make and takes for them to complete, and we complete our cards, we talk, we chat, we have a good time. So it's a lot of fun. All right, so let me hold this up. Oh, and see this big space here? That's not going to stay blank. I will be adding my journaling to there, but I want to take a minute to think about what I want to say, and then I will add that off camera, and I will have that finished product, what it looks like, in the still shots. Plus I need to cover up that little splatter. All right, so take a look here. Tell me what you think. Did you see the eclipse? Were you lucky enough to see the eclipse? How about the northern lights? I didn't get to see the northern lights, but I did get to see the eclipse. So there you have it. Oh, don't forget, here's the card I told you about that we made the other night at Card Club. Isn't that so cute? Stay tuned for an important message, and you open it up. It says, "Your classic. Happy birthday." So I know a few people I can send that to coming up very shortly. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. Thanks. Bye.